from the frontline end of things. So good time to get in what the D Street chatter is. As always, Nimesh joins in. Nimesh, yesterday you said there was a lot of activity that was taking place beneath the surface, while the markets on the frontline end were comatose. What are your thoughts now?
Today looks like a quiet day. That's the overall feedback, that the flows are muted, the activity, but it's very much in the broader market, and that's what looks like. A lot of the retail interest seems to be back. It's not backed by institutional support, whether DIs or the FIs. So there are so many sector stocks which are doing good. Your shoe companies, your innovative companies, a lot of things are buzzing in trade, but there is not much in terms of institutional support. That's the feedback. Must be a lot of retail activity which is picking up in that particular space. I also checked with a lot of buys on whether any of the fund got launched, and by virtue of which there is some bit of buying risk. But even that seems to be not the case. So looks like purely a retail interest in the broader markets. Even in terms of flows, as I said, it's mixed, but again with a negative bias, and some bit of selling in IT, select banks do continue. I guess from a profit booking point of view, the cement and pharma is where I guess there is some bit of profit booking as well. But again, not much in terms of flows, so to speak. So dull day as far as volumes are concerned, but there is a lot of activity in the broader market, which explains the retail hand seems to be quite active in the broader markets. All right,
so let's talk about those broader markets and specific stocks itself. Where are the buys and sells?
So in terms of large names, two stocks stands out for me today is Biocon and Marico.
Okay.
Not much in terms of stock price reactions, but in both the stocks, the delivery volumes are going to be quite high, and I believe that selling supply from larger institutions continue in both these names. So that stands out for me today. The second stock is HDFC Bank. After a long time, some bit of bank seems to be back in that particular stock. So every day within the financial names, that is to stand out on the sell side. Today, for a change, after a long time, I'm seeing some buying flows and buying traction in HDFC Bank. So that's the second stock. And the last stock is Fusion Microfinance. A couple of days back, there was a report from ISEC as well. They've put out a note. That stock is relatively under pressure today, but there is a strong buzz of a large block deal coming in very soon. I was looking at the shielding pattern. The potential seller could be a private equity, but again, it's classified as a promoter. So it looks like it cannot come before the earnings season, because now everything is in a pull off. So maybe, but maybe after that, maybe you might see a large block from a private equity in Fusion Microfinance, and hence that stock is under pressure today.
All right, Nimesh, thanks a lot for that. That's about Fusion Microfinance and a bunch of other stocks that he's been tracking. We'll keep an eye out on that, but otherwise it's been extremely quiet, as Nimesh pointed out as well. It's 3 minutes past 3, no 3 p.m. move, so to say, has come by. We're flat. So what we'll do is take a short break. On the other side, we'll get you whether you should buy something today or for a reverse trade tomorrow, and or sell something